Hello, year 10. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. I hope you're having a lovely time at home, not getting too lazy there. We're going to do our very first online class today, so that's nice. I'm going to give you a chance to go and get all your books. So you will need your copybook. You will also need your reading book. I'm encouraging you to read your library books that you've got in the school library still at home, okay? Going to be doing that. If you've finished your library book, you've got my permission to read something else. I'm sure you've got other English books at home. Maybe you've got a public library you can go and join and take books out there. But so I'll go back to that in a minute. But I'm just going to show you another book that you will need. So you will need this book here. Okay, so I want you to go and get this vocabulary workshop book and bring it to the computer or the phone, wherever you're watching this video. And we're going to work from this book today. Okay, so we're going to be working on pages 38 and 39. Okay, so I will go back to that in a minute. So you need that book. In your copybook, I'd like you to put the date. Today's date here, for example, is 24/03/2020. I'm going to ask you to put something else in your copybook that is new and you've never done before. It's called an acronym, and it's a man's name. It's an English man's name. That's why I've drawn this funny little man with his hat on with a W, because his name is Walt, W-A-L-T. So every day when you have a lesson online, get your copybook, put the date for the day, and also write the word Walt, the acronym Walt. And I'll tell you what it stands for. It stands for, what are you learning today? Okay, Walt, what are you learning today? Just for today, you can put the full sentence, but tomorrow and every other day, you can just put the date and put Walt. Okay, so let me tell you what we are learning today. So we're going to go and look in this book, and we're going to look at, on page 38, some synonyms. Okay, they're here. I'm sure you remember what synonyms are. They're similar words, aren't they? For example, you've got the word pretty, beautiful, attractive, good looking, handsome. They all mean the same thing, don't they? So they're similar words, so they're all synonyms. It's quite easy. You'll notice the synonyms are here from 1 to 10 in the book, page 38. And you'll notice that you've got blank spaces here. What I want you to do is I want you to do some research, online research. I want you to go and type in Google for number 1, for example, the definition of, or the word meaning of, and then put the word in bold, which is the synonym, okay? Let's go through them, and we can go over the pronunciation as well. I'm encouraging you to speak the words, because remember, with me, you're doing reading and speaking, okay? So the first one is voraciousness. Can you say voraciousness? I'll read the sentence of one. Exhibited voraciousness at meal times. So you've actually got a clue there in the sentence, because if you eat your dinner voraciously, you're doing something, but I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I want you to put this word in Google, definition of voraciousness, word meaning of voraciousness, and click and see what comes up. And then you can write it here, okay? So under Walt in your copybook, you're going to put synonyms, of course. What are we learning today? Synonyms. We've also learnt an acronym, which is Walt itself, because it's shortened, okay? And we're going to go on to page 39, and we're going to be doing antonyms, okay? And as you probably remember, antonyms are opposites, aren't they? Now, they're slightly more difficult, although there's only 5 antonyms, whereas there's 10 synonyms. Because with the antonyms, you've got to work twice as hard. What you've got to do is look up the word meaning of the antonym, but that's not enough because you need to have the opposite. So once you've found the word meaning, you're going to look up the opposite of that word. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing. Now let's go through all of the synonyms and the antonyms and pronounce them properly. So we've got number 1, exhibited voraciousness at meal times. I do encourage you to speak while you're doing this. Number 2, time-worn expression on a greeting card. So you've got to look up the word time-worn and find a similar word for it. Number 3, a veneer of friendliness. Now be careful because that's a metaphor, okay? I'm sure you understand what that is. And if you don't, I encourage you to look up definition of metaphor and do some reviewing there, if you've forgotten. Number 4, programs that and the needy. Programs that aid, that help the needy, okay? And the synonym there in number 4 is the needy. So you're going to put in definition of the needy, okay? Number 5, partisans of the free market system. So for number 5, you're going to put in definition of partisans. You want a similar word for partisans and you write it on the 5th space, okay? Number 6, small change, fetched from the cash register. I think that's flitched from the cash register. It could be an error there. If you don't find flitched from the cash register, I suggest you put in fetched with an E instead, because I have a feeling that could be an error in the book. And number 7, turned a blind eye to. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words bolded for number 7. So you're going to put in Google definition of turned a blind eye to. Again, that is a metaphor, okay? And you're going to look up the meaning. And you want something similar. So you want a similar meaning and metaphor for that one. Number 8, bravely face the enraged crowd. So you're going to put in the word enraged and you need to find a similar word. Number 9, commandeered the reins of power. That's interesting. So you want to find out the definition, a similar word for commandeered. So firstly, look up the meaning of commandeered, because you need to know the meanings before you find a similar or pretty much the same word meaning, another word that means the same, okay? Number 10, a positively seraphic appearance. So once again, you'll put in the word seraphic, find its word meaning, find a similar word and write it here. So I hope you've understood so far. The beauty of a video is that you can pause it, go and have a cup of tea, chocolate biscuits. You can also wind it, rewind it, and you can watch it again. You can watch parts of it again. So you've got every chance of understanding. And I'm trying to go slowly, I don't know if you've noticed, and repeat things so that you fully comprehend, understand what's going on here. Moving on to page 39, the antonyms, the opposites. Okay, the words in bold, 1 to 5. So let me read them to you and you can practice pronunciation. A demonic expression on the gargoyle's face. If I was doing that, I'd want to know I do know what gargoyle means, but that's an interesting word, so you might want to look that up too. It's good, isn't it, to make your vocabulary bigger when you're learning the language. So a demonic, I encourage you to look inside that word and you will see the word demon. Does anyone know what a demon is? It's something very nasty and scary, isn't it? So that gives you a clue, doesn't it? A demonic expression on the gargoyle's face. So in this case, if we look at the word demon, it's something devilish, isn't it? And you've got to have an opposite for that. An opposite for something bad like that, and you've got to put it in the space. So number 2, the social position of a wealthy person. And the bold words are wealthy person. I think you know what a wealthy person is, and you need just to put an opposite of wealthy person. So that's quite easy, isn't it? Number 3, showed laudable temperance at the buffet table. So the word is temperance, so you put in that and you find the definition of temperance and then an opposite word for temperance. Number 4, initiated talks between the warring parties. So there's a war going on. So initiated is the word that you're looking for. And then you want an opposite for it. Number 5, a novel approach to a familiar subject. So the word there, the antonym is novel, okay, but it's not meaning a novel as in Charles Dickens. It's not a novel as in a book, okay. It is again put there as a metaphoric meaning. So a novel approach, okay. So that's what I want you to do in that book. Oh, I forgot to tell you, would you please get together and try and open, you can call it Year 10 English or Year 10 WhatsApp, but I'd like you to try and open a WhatsApp group for Year 10 class, because if you do that, you can take my phone number. I'll give it to you now. So my number, in my experience, to find somebody on WhatsApp really easily, you should put +20, the country code. My number is 011 021 299 59. If you add me, I can then look at your homework, for example. You can upload it, you can send it to me. I can send you links for homework worksheets, which I'd like to do. I'm sure I can do that here, but I haven't yet mastered the art of doing it because this is my first time to do this, but bear with me. So I think it's always a good idea to have WhatsApp groups for student classes, and you're big enough and grown up enough to be doing that, aren't you? So if you can do that, don't contact me outside the hours of 9 to 5. Because if you contact me at 3 o'clock in the morning, I won't answer you because I'll be sleeping. Okay, so let's say 9 to 5, you can send me stuff. And if I have internet, inshallah, we can talk together. And if you have any problems, you can contact me there also. Okay. Finally, before we close, I want to talk more about your reading books. So you have your library books from the school, but I don't think you'll be bringing them back for a while and changing them, okay? What you can do, you can continue to read them at home. If you have finished your library book, your school book, you have my permission to read any other English book that you've got at home, or even join a public library and take books from there. But I'd like to know what books you're reading, and I want you to put in your copybook that, for example, you finished your school reading book, the title is called this, on this date, and then you're going on to another book on another date, and I need you to keep a record of what you're reading, okay? And don't forget, let's review what we did last week, that you made mind maps, and the mind maps you made, you put a circle in the middle and you put the book title, didn't you? I'm just recapping with you, remembering, reviewing. And then you would put the characters in another circle. You might put their names or their personalities, okay? And in another circle, you would put the storyline, the plot, the narrative hook or something like that. And any interesting bits you want to add. Your mind map can be any style that you like. As you know, a mind map is fun. It helps you to remember. There are no right or wrong ways of doing a mind map, so enjoy that. But don't forget to practice this skill. For every chapter that you read of the book you're going to be reading, I'd like you in your copybook to stop at the end of the chapter and to make that mind map with a view to speaking about it, okay? Perhaps we can find a way a bit later on whereby you can be speaking to me and telling me in English what the book is about and what you've read and what you like about it, what you don't like about it, etc. Okay, so that's what I'd like you to do, to continue the skills, the study skills, mind mapping. And I think that's everything I've got to say. So, Year 10, I miss you, and I hope you're having a great time at home, and keep up the good work, and I hope we get to communicate on the WhatsApp as well. I have got revision sheets for you, I have got worksheets, I've got links, but as I say, if you open the WhatsApp group, I can be sending you these things there until I find a way, maybe other ways to do so. Okay, so have a lovely day and goodbye.